Hello there, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 3 of my base and world tour, and today we're going to be doing something special. I am going to be doing a build on camera for the first time. I'm going to try and do whatever those things are called when when people speed it up. Anyway, I'm going to do one of those, and today we are going to be building the Tigermoth from Castle in the Sky. I'll put a picture up on the screen right now. That is the ship that Patsu and Kita fly to Laputa on with the Dola Gang. For the sake of saving on materials, I'm going to be using a lot more jungle wood, as well as some slightly aged copper, to make it look like a rusty metal. And also, it was kind of hard to tell in the movie and from some schematics that I've looked at for the ship if it was made out of wood or metal. It's kind of like a brown metal, so building it out of wood and copper doesn't seem too out of place. So yeah, I welcome you on this build, and let's get to the work site. Nope, it's already dark. Alright, we're gonna head off in this direction. Alright, so we're almost at the build site. I went a bit farther. It's in between my main base and my special secret project. This is where I'll be building it. I'm not going to put it too high up from the ground. In case I drop a bunch of materials, I don't want to have to be jumping down over and over again to pick them up, because copper is expensive to get. Alright, let's get started. Well, that's the bottom part of the ship done. The next part that I'm going to move on to is the uh, blimp part, like the large balloon. I'm going to do the frame for that off camera because I know that it's going to be a real pain to get the shape right. Uh, so I'll check in after that. Well, it seems like the project is going along swimmingly. As you can see up here, I've started the blimp part of the airship. It was a bit of a pain getting all the framing done. It didn't quite wind up being the same dimensions as the ship that I built in Creative to test out the design, but I think it worked out. As you can see in the photos, just a little bit of step by step as I went along, because filming time lapses is a pain when you don't actually have the replay mod or anything like that, and you have to record it on your phone from your wife's account. But I think it's coming along well. I'm using these moss blocks as extra blocks. I'll probably take them down when I'm done, or I won't, because you probably won't see them unless I decide to use the inside of the blimp for something. But most of the extra decor and stuff is going to be in the regular part of the ship. So, well, let's get back into another time lapse. Well, it looks like we've got most of this project done. Uh, just a few loose ends to tie up over here. Mostly just aesthetic stuff. I was gonna put some a ladder over here, but there's no way to put ladder on stairs, or even trapdoors. At least in Bedrock, I haven't been able to figure out how to do that yet. I don't think you can. Hold on a second. Why isn't this placing? I don't know why that's not placing. Anyway, this just leading up to the. I'm not sure what you would call this. The little lookout plane that they have in the movie that the two main characters go up on to keep watch. Anyway, should I put this here? No, that won't fit there. So I think it's looking pretty good. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the lighting. I don't want it to just be torches. That doesn't look right. Maybe redstone torches, but then they still kind of stick out a little bit. And I'd like to avoid that. But I also don't want mobs spawning on top of the wings and on top of the blimp itself. Anyway, I am going to do some of the interior design and decor, just to make it look a little bit more lived in. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this area because it's supposed to be full of air, so I might just keep it as storage. This here is going to be the engine room, so I'm going to figure that out, how I want that to look. Might even do a little bit of redstone to get some motion and movement put in. I think that would be nice. Put in some instrument panels and some other stuff to make it look a little bit more whimsical. So I will I'll do that, and then I will give you guys a tour. Well, the Tigermoth has been completed. We're going to do a flyby, check it out. I think it came out pretty well. I put some redstone lamps and daylight sensors on the wings just to keep the mobs off at night. We got the propellers here. I would have liked to have made them look like they were spinning a bit more, but even if you curve them, it still doesn't quite give the same effect as what they had in the movie. So I just kind of left them like this. It'd be interesting to put this into the Create mod and do some fun stuff with that. I added this up here in the last clip. It's just like a ladder that goes up there. You can see it in the reference photos. Couldn't actually put ladders on these trapdoors. I don't think you can do that in Bedrock. If you can do it in Java at all, I don't know. I've seen people do it. Oop. Those are the propellers back there. There's some more redstone lamps there. We got the skull for the Dola Gang, because they're pirates technically. Let me look up here. I added in some more oxidized copper in the design to make it look a bit older. Now let's see if we can land on here nicely. Oof. There's actually no way to get off this ship without rockets or falling off the ceiling, or the roof, I mean. So, time for the tour. And here at the front of the ship, we have a little space area. In the movie, this was a kitchen. Definitely did not have enough space to build a kitchen. I used the clocks and the compasses as dials and stuff like that. And I just kind of like laid them around. We got some pipes going through just to make it look like it's a bit more mechanical. If we go up here, up front to the head of the Tigermoth, this is the cockpit. We got useless kind of buttons and levers and stuff in here, and a horn for talking through, as you might have seen in the movie. This is a map of the area. For some reason, I did not manage to get the ship in the center. I'm always doing that, and it's a bit of a pain, but it's just to make it look like they're navigating. Down here is the space where they had their own personal little airplane pod things. They would fall down through here. I just put these here so that I wouldn't fall and die. This is where I was keeping junk when I started the project. Out here on the windows, I added these mangrove trapdoors to make them look like circular windows, which I think came out pretty well. I used a log there as an axle because the wings are supposed to tilt, which I find kind of cool in the movies. Got some more windows over here, and then over here's the engine room, which I did a bunch of redstone for, which I think also came out quite good. In here we have some pistons. The way to turn it on is to put fuel in it, and there's a comparator and stuff in there, and then it gets these things running. This also that's the crankshaft that goes back to the back propellers. I got some lights that turn on with that too, just to make everything look like it's more moving and stuff like that. I got a campfire with smokestack there. More dials and stuff like that. I'll turn that off, that's loud. So that's the for show part of the ship. There's still a little bit more space up here. This is where I was keeping my bed and workbenches and stuff like that and junk. I did leave a bunch of moss stuck in it. I don't think I'm going to bother taking it out. This isn't really an area for show. It just has to have enough light to prevent things from spawning and stuff like that. If I ever make this into like a temporary outpost base, because there is a couple, what do they call those? Ore veins. There's some ore veins around here, and an ancient city. So I might make this like a small base thing. This thing goes up here into the lookout plane. I didn't add any kind of folding wings to it. I'm not really sure how I would pull that off. It probably wouldn't have looked right, and none of it would be able to move, so I didn't see too much of a point in it. Like I said before, I added some more oxidized copper in here just to make it look a bit old. If I was doing this in creative, I might build the entire thing out of copper instead of using wood. But, as you probably saw in the earlier photos, it kind of looked like wood, it kind of looked like metal, but like a brown metal, so really this color. And I used the non-oxidized stuff for the accent lines, so that you wouldn't get those mixed up. And I used these fence posts as kind of like hinges, vertical hinges. Over there are some oak trapdoors that are used for horizontal hinges. Oh boy, it's raining. Of course it is. We got the skull, like I mentioned before, and those things there, they're kind of little accent pieces. I tried to mix up the slightly oxidized copper and the non-oxidized copper in, to try and make it look patchy and stuff. I hope it worked. Give me some feedback on that in the comments if you'd like, if you got any cool ideas for upgrading it even more. This is a very small skull. I'm really proud that I was able to figure this out. As you probably saw in one of my earlier videos with my base, there was this skull above the, what do you call that? The sheep farm. So I just used the same design for that. And yeah, the ship is done. This project took me a couple of days. Took a bit longer than it should have with the pain of setting up a camera account, although it was just my wife's account. But my internet and Wi-Fi are very bad, so I could barely hook up through a LAN connection. But I managed to get it all done, and I hope you guys like it. So I hope to see you in the next video. I'm not sure if the next video is going to be the big reveal of my massive project, or if I might do like a how-to video in between. I've been thinking about showing off my particular way of doing ancient city raids, so I may do that. Either way, I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you will come back for another one. And I hope you liked the project, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya!